we have science card at the end of the day. You can see how this is a unicursal. This black line here is the unicursal energy from a previous unicursal. You can see how we came to it again here. So I'm looking for us to hit this yellow line right here, and when we hit that yellow line, we're close. Probably break through that yellow line. Then I'm going to sell against these calls. I'm going to close this 508 call. I'm going to sell against these other calls. I'm going to open up another put. I'm definitely a little bit past my risk tolerance, so I got to be very careful. I got to lighten up. Oh. Right, the high was within close proximity. So it's when you see them on top of each other, there's two things that happen. They're either within close time proximity like this, or it's like almost like a direct move from one to the other like this. This gives you an example of both situations. And you can see we have two situations where we go from a high to a low to high to a low. And then here at the end of the day, high to the low. So you want to be very careful here, guys. Oh man, my internet is like bugging out today. Perfect timing for all that, right? Probably is perfect timing, actually, preventing me from doing something. But I gotta open up Tastyworks again. It's been on and off the internet all day long. Matter of fact, I might take the opportunity here. I think I'm gonna take the opportunity here while I still have it. Oh yikes! Nope, I'm gonna wait. That's what happens. Internet goes out for a second, everything changes. It's just I'm pretty sure we go to this science price level, but the unicursal's here too, so it's a little tricky, and there's definitely a sharp drop off of the high here. So I think I'm gonna get out of this one, close that, take a small profit on that. Oh, you guys couldn't see what I did. So I closed this 508 for a small profit. I'm looking to open up a put now. We're probably going to go there, but I don't want to get caught with my pants down waiting for it, you know? Because there's this sharp drop here, and then we open lower over the weekend, right? So what does that put me at? All right, so I opened a 513 put expiring on March 28th. Right, March 28th over here, and my intent is to get out as soon as there's a sharp drop, but the intention is here. But if there's a sharp drop before that, I'll get out and reposition, take the profit and reposition myself again. But now what I'm waiting for is, I knew that there was going to be a lot of back and forth going on here today, right? Because we've got the Princess of Swords, we've got this big move to the upside here, we've got this cash out coin, we've got this don't chase the rally, we've got this lowest low here as well. Like a lot going on there, back and forth with the Princess of Swords. So that's pretty good indication. And you combine that with the Dominion card, which is the two of Wands, which is the Dominion card, otherwise known as the Price Swings card. Combine those two, and I closed out of a short here. I opened up a long somewhere right around here. Went a little bit lower. I added another long. We went up high. I didn't sell. We went down lower. I added another long. And then I just started closing out of longs. But I think I'm probably going to... Fuck. Sorry, I'm just getting like really... Like... Wow, I'm just getting wild back and forth energy. It's really tough here. I want to make sure I'm not going to take a day trade here. I don't have any 509 calls, right? 509s. That's correct. Always double check that, especially in Mercury retrograde, because I'm topped out on my day trades now. Because of that screw up yesterday where I purchased the call instead of sold it, or excuse me, purchased the put instead of sold the put. I'm going to sell them here. I'm going to sell against them here. I'm not waiting because this is definitely above my risk tolerance. I think I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait. Almost got scared out there, but I'm going to wait. Another indication was that we have this big move off of the low. Oh, okay. I'm not going to wait. Said not to wait. All right, so I've got a call spread right now, but if you know anything about call spreads, what I did here is I sold a lower calls than the call strike price of the calls that I own, right? Making it into a bearish call spread, right? I want the price to go down, and I keep the money that I just collected, which was like $1,500. Sorry, $1,300. I have a feeling that it's going to turn around on me here, but either way, on Monday I should be a happy camper, and that's why I didn't want to wait, because overall I know overall like by Monday we'll be lower. So even if we go higher, makes sense to do it there. If we didn't go higher and we went lower, it would have sucked, right? But I could also probably open up another position if I want some more puts. I don't want to get too over invested here, right? You got to keep in mind, I can lose $400. Max loss is $400 here, basically. Eh. Turning around on me, watch. Yep. Hey, AV. Yeah, I am. It's at. I think it's at the close. Hey, Ali Wakar. How's Matic for the next 2 days? So, if we do go to this yellow line here, like I originally expected, and I got scared and acted hastily, but if we do go to this yellow line as I expect, I would probably hop in a couple more short positions, or maybe I'll add more to the short call position. Matic. Did I miss it? Nope. There we go. All right, so we have a brief peak that's easily missed. It could be this move here that we're coming out of the low on. It could be, but I have a brief peak that's easy. This could be the peak here. It's possible. Probably not, because we're so low here on this RSI right now. But I have a brief peak that's easily missed, followed by a decline through multiple support levels tomorrow. And then there's an important support level highlighted on the following day, on like a multi-day scale. Probably around there, $1.03 at some point on the following day. So on Sunday. Hey Hamza. Do I see a drop in BTC by 1819? Oh wait, I was in the right one. No, I wasn't. Yeah, I feel like I definitely acted hastily. See, here we go. We're going to the upside. So when we hit this yellow price level here, that's when I'm going to hop into a couple more puts. Actually, I think I might just do a couple more short call spreads. Actually, I probably do a put. I like puts because you get into all sorts of margin complications when you have these type of short spreads. You do your best to avoid them. The reason why I did that is I was looking to cap off any losses with this long position, and had I not acted hastily, it would have turned into quite a bit of a profit right there. But at least I didn't have to deal with any sort of like real like significant loss to the value of the account here because I had something going in the opposite direction. But overall, what I want to do is I want to be to the downside. So even though I got in early, it was at the time the smart move because I was kind of like, I was doubting. And I'm not really doubtful of Monday. So Bitcoin 1819. Where'd it go? Right? See, because we should get back to this price, somewhere around this price level at least, because we've got this Princess of Swords kind of energy, and there's all this stuff. Oh, excuse me, I'm looking at Bitcoin. So let me make sure I'm on the right one. Right? Okay. So we should come back like somewhere around here to this price level here. That's my sense. Around the yellow, 511 ish. All right. So as far as Bitcoin on the 18th and the 19th. Well, the 19th looks like we're coming out of a decline, and then we decline again on the 20th. But there's like a decline into the 18th, into an important trough on a 1 month scale, a big move out of it, probably another decline on the like out of the 18th into the 19th, where we see another lowest low, or it's either that or the lowest low is on the 20th and not the 19th, which is sometimes the case there. It'll be the lowest low thus far, is my sense. So that would put us all the way down around here, probably. To be on the safe side around here. Hey, Robert. Hamza, the readings they're based on the time of the like exchange. So like when you're talking about crypto, it's UTC. They use UTC if my understanding is correct. I mean, it doesn't. I mean, you're talking about dailies though, you know. Like my S&P 500s and my stocks are all New York Stock Exchange time, Eastern Standard Time. Hey, Andrea Liu. We're not going to cover it every month like we have been covering it. We had to discontinue it because um, we just have too much time. Like I'm putting out my last April video tonight. The April videos should have all been done before March started, you know. So I just don't have time to do it. I'm sorry. It's not going to change. That's how it's going to be if you're trying to convince me. It was a hard decision, guys, you know, which ones to keep, but we were just doing way too many. This will allow us to do other, like, more relevant 1 month readings that are more relevant to the month that we're talking about, whatever month that may be. But if you're one of the paid subscribers, email me on the site. We'll figure something out. Marlin, how does Marlin Pond look end of the month? I wonder if I did time it right. Because here's the thing, guys. We've got this important price level, and it's clustered with the unicursal, so it makes it a little tricky because they could be talking about the same price level, or it could be talking about the science level, which is what I expect it's talking about. Now, with 25 minutes left, we'd have to see a pretty big move there. But here's the thing. We've got a trough and a peak, and then at the close, we have this big move to the downside. I think that this trough probably takes place over here. And I was right to doubt myself as far as where we opened yesterday, huh? Hope you understand, Andrea. But what we will be doing is covering NVIDIA from like the standpoint of looking at it on a 1 year and making monthly updates. But it's not going to be like a day by day by day NVIDIA type of deal anymore. You know, like if I've got a 1 year and it says there's a buy opportunity on a 1 year chart scale in April, then all right. Sorry to disappoint, Andrea, but we'll figure something out. I'll email you when I get back from the dog park. I'll take a look at the email and I'll get back to you. I won't let you down. We'll come up with something. Marlin Pond. So the price level of Marlin Pond in the end of the month in comparison to price level now. It looks like we're revisiting a support level, an important support level. Could it be this one here? Woo! That one right there. End of the month. Is there another, just for clarification, is there another peak or decline? Siri, I did not say your name. Just for clarification, and she starts talking to me. They should call AI artificial idiocy. So just for clarification, is there another peak or decline continues for Mac Polygon tomorrow? So it's hard to say if it's a continuation of today. Did I miss it? I feel like I missed it. There we go. All right, so when we look at it from like a 1 day scale, we've come off the lows pretty significantly with like this move to the upside. So that easily could be, when you look at it from this standpoint, that easily could be a brief peak that's easily missed, followed by a decline into tomorrow. Or we could have another peak tomorrow that we decline off of. But either way, we end up lower on Sunday. So if you're looking to determine direction, I would bet to the downside over the upside here. No problem, Andrea. All you got to do is let me know there's an issue. Guys, that goes for anybody. If you're a paying customer and you have an issue with something, all you got to do is let me know, and I promise you I will fix it. Seems like the multiple week S&P 500 dropping started today. Will it end dropping in mid-April? That's what it looks like. Well, it really depends on how far we drop, right? Like, let me get this out of the way here. How bad is it? Not that bad, actually. Not that bad. All right. Yep, we coming back. All right, so at the beginning of the week, dude, this guys, this account was $1,600. The first trade I made last week failed, but from the start of this week was at $1,600, guys. So like you see, if you trade responsibly with this information, not like, oh wow, I was right 10 times in a row, let's bet the house, get rich quick. Easy come, easy go, my friends. It matters not where it comes from. Easy come, easy go. So take it slow. The universe isn't gonna like whipsaw you for just doing what you normally would do. Like make the trades like you would normally make, with a little bit extra confidence, but make the same type of trade as if you didn't have that confidence, and you're gonna come out on top like 9 out of 10 times. All right, so sure, Gayatri, ready. I'm not sure what you're thanking me for, but I'll take it. So to be clear, I, one of the reasons why you don't do a short, like you wouldn't want to get into a short spread really. That's why I'm going to open up a put if we hit that price level, because like I only took in like I didn't even take in $200, but the max loss is 4, right? The reason why I did that is because I wanted to cap off losses and not take a day trade, right? I'm at my max day trades. This is something that you will do to avoid a day trade, is create a vertical spread of some kind. But you don't want to get fancy unless it's absolutely necessary. This is all as of the result of me buying a put yesterday instead of selling against a put yesterday. I think that's what I did. Forget. Will there be a big drop in the third week of April? Are you talking about for the S&P? By the way, guys, so like if you've got this April 1 month, it doesn't come out publicly on the website, or excuse me, publicly on YouTube until the 21st of the month, right? The way to get that faster or sooner, I should say, for free. The way that you get that sooner is you scroll right to here on the homepage and sign up for a free newsletter every month. As soon as it comes up, it goes on our website for early access. That's the earliest you can get it. You get the early access through our services, SO Metapost early access right here. Click here to subscribe. If you don't want to pay for it, the earliest you get it is with the newsletter, which is free again. And that comes out probably the end of the first week or the beginning of the second week of the month. Otherwise, you got to wait till the 21st. But I'd say yes, there is. Big drop in the third week. That is a yes, my friend. Well, now would you look at that? Now I think the science price level is off the table at this point. So I timed it quite well, actually. And that, I had to think it through, right? Because I was kind of like on the fence. Are we going to hit this price level, or are we going to hit this price level? And the reason being is we've got the unicursal, which is right here. This black line is marking off a unicursal from way back when, all the way over here somewhere. Right there. 229 unicursal. Boom. We would go through it at the next major correction. Boom. Okay, so that unicursal is there, but this right here, this yellow line, was the science price level from 3.5. So I was kind of like torn which one of those price levels to get in at, and I ultimately came to the decision that I'm better off getting into a short position now rather than waiting, because overall I'd see us going to the downside next week. So when you're kind of on the fence about the short term, what you really want to do is you want to think longer term, and if you have more certainty in longer term, position yourself for the longer term. They call it options for a reason, you know? As long as you don't waste them, you always have options. You can change them into different spreads. You can roll them, unless you wait too long and squander them. Hey, Joe. Are we still good for a rise in oil next week? I'm going to laugh if we go higher into the science price level. I mean, we've got 13 minutes, so technically we could. I kind of want us to, because I want to hop into another short, I want to buy another put. Man, that's a big move. Um, hmm. I think we probably go higher. Let me see. Yeah, we go higher next week. Significantly higher. This yellow line up here caught my attention for some reason. We hit that $82 mark. That's what I'm seeing now. We hit that $82 mark. So like here, this is a tricky place because we have a lower peak at the end of the month, indicating that the high that we're looking for, that we may be approaching right now, is higher than the peak at the end of the month. So we decline past this peak, past this price level. We decline past it and then come back. By the end of the month, it looks like. So off of that peak, decline. So if you miss the peak per se, we should see this price level again at the end of the month. We're going to go lower than this off of the peak, but we'll return to roughly this price level. So if you do miss the peak, at least you can get out at like 70, 75-ish or something like that, you know? Hey, it was like, can I give guidance on LTC and FET and Link? And can you give guidance on TLT? Looking to close along? Let's start with TLT. The closer we get to the close, the less likely we are to see this price level, the more likely we are to see a sharp drop, guys. That's why I was very careful. This is my lunch money. No, I'm just kidding. All right, so TLT. I crack me up sometimes. Well, you look at that. Well, you look at that. I mean, I thought it was going a bit higher, but the pattern in any ways, we have a hump here, there's a hump here, right? We have a high here, there's a high here, and there was this hump here. Interesting. So TLT, you're looking to get out of a long position. What price did you get into TLT? You're welcome, Joe. Ugh, I gotta do this. I gotta mark this one up. See, things like this. Like check this out, guys. This is why we had to cancel so many monthlies. I want to show you guys something. This is the Shiba 2024 Shiba Inu 1-year report, created on 9/24/23. Do we have a 2024 1-year reading for Shibcoin up on YouTube? No. It's marked up. It's just sitting there. Literally since month 9, since September, this has been marked up, or maybe the following month, but it's been marked up for months, basically. So this is why we have to do what we have to do, guys. Hopefully everybody understands. Oh, and I also want to point out something else, guys. So as far as 1 years go, somebody already discovered it and purchased, but I just want to make sure everybody's aware here. We have this new top level subscription here, Total Access, which gives you access to all of the 1 years, the paid versions of any 1 years that come out throughout the year. You get access to all of those, as well as the monthly paid versions as well. It's Total Access. When you think about the price of that, this right here, which gives you access to literally every subscription that we have now and any subscription that we'll have in the future, this one-time payment will get you lifetime access to any and all of those. So it actually is a pretty sweet deal. I mean, just saying. So we're probably near the lows of the month, actually. We're probably near the lows of the month. Yeah, I think we're probably near the lows of the month here. We've got a trough. We got a peak with like a big move to a peak here. This probably would have been a good place to cash out based on the Princess of Discs, but looks like there's another opportunity later on. But you could probably, if you're looking to exit, you could probably exit towards the end of the month. Let's see how, as far as weeks go. Next week, you could probably exit next week. And then we've got LTC, FET, and LINK. So sorry. Pretty sure I have a cracked rib. Oh my god. I felt it like kind of crack. Like, ugh. So now when I cough or I like use my abs, woo. Not much you can do about that. That's Litecoin, I believe. Litecoin. Which, by the way, guys, we probably now accept payments. Let me see. I'll see if it's up yet. No, not up yet. But we're gonna have the ability to accept payments in Litecoin and a bunch of different altcoins. Or not payments, but donations, I should say. Litecoin just reminded me of that. Whoa. What the heck was that? Quanda. Oh, there it is. That's the one I want. It looks like it goes higher next week. Boy, am I glad I did that when I did. Woo! I am so glad I took that careful. You know, it's interesting to know. Like, you know, everybody else is like, which way is it going? Somebody with that meta is like, it's either going here or it's going here. It's either going here or it's going here. So it's not like you know for sure, like, and you're like the Zen Yoda and you make money every single freaking day. You make money most days, not every day. Don't be unrealistic. Maybe someday. All right, so FET. Is it this? Fetch AI? Interesting. Sneaky putting that what do you want to call it? Inferring something about a dog. I can't think of the right word. It looks like this one goes lower next week. There's a failed attempt to break through resistance and then a decline on this for this one. And then Link. See, like in April, actually it already came out. There's an April 1 month for Link. It's a one-off. It's not like we're going to cover Link every single month, but it was custom ordered. If you have the all paid monthly subscription, then you're able to see the paid version of that as well. Did I miss it? Seriously? I must have missed it. So annoying. God, why don't they Isn't there like a way to save these so I don't have to keep searching for it? Like, what the? I'm so sick of this. Such a time waster. That's the one thing that really aggravates me is time wasting. The one thing you'd never get back. Why can't I find this stupid chart? My God. Or does it not exist? I could have sworn I found it once. There we go. Boom. Buried. Yeah, this one goes higher. This one's it's gonna do kind of like a sidewaysy rotation around the highest high for March. But be mindful, right? We have the Ace of Wands in the low signification position for March, indicating that we're going to revisit the lows of March, either in March or maybe the following month or something like that. And see, this one is showing a high in May. Like a lot of like Bitcoin, I think the high is probably in May, even though we see April, and the low is in April, even though we see March. That sometimes the sequence of events is going to be off by a couple weeks because each card represents about 2 weeks of time. All right, well, that's a wrap. So hopefully I'm a happy camper next week. I'm glad I bought that put. I'd be really pissed if I hadn't bought that put and I was just in these boring, like, bearish calls. I would be so annoyed right now. All right, guys. All right, let's check this out, actually. It only lets me squeeze it that much. That's annoying. All right, so we have 9:30. I closed the put for a 516 put. Right around here. Opened up a call. Like a minute later. And then around 10 o'clock, I added another call. What the heck? Oh, that was a put. I was going to say I didn't sell a call there. The 512 put, I closed for a little bit of a profit at 12.16. Right around there, I closed that put. And then I bought another call at 12.18 around that time as well. And then at 12.52, I bought another 2 calls. Sold that 508 call at 318. It's where I got a little scared, but I'm glad that I did. My gut was telling me not to wait for that price level. See, this is an example. If I had waited for that price level, I'd still be waiting. right? So, but anyhow, I got out of that call there for a good profit. The 508, I bought at 1252, and I closed out of it at 318. Where's that 318? 318, right? And then I sold against, or I bought to open a put, I should say, at 319. Right around here, a little late. And then I sold against all of the calls that I had accumulated throughout the day, so that I basically was canceling out, taking in a slight gain, basically. What I was trying to do is cancel out the hedge that I had without taking a day trade. So that worked out pretty well. I sold against those at 323. Right here. Overall, pretty solid trades, guys. It was a tough day. Tough day for trades, and I made a lot of them, and they pretty much all worked out. We'll see. We'll see on Monday. All right, my friends, with that said, I'm going to roll. Thank you all so much for watching and supporting the channel. If you've been making money this week along with me, guys, please remember to follow that rule of karma. The channel is counting on you. So make sure to follow through. The universe will send it back to you tenfold for following through on that. Blessings to all my angel investors. I'll see you.